About old Quasimodo up there ringing the bell? Yeah, it was a lonely existence for Quasimodo every day, ringing that stinking bell. He got tired of it. He finally wanted to slough off. He got tired, so he figured he'd hire him an assistant. So he put an ad in the paper, wanted someone to help me ring the bell. Contact Quasimodo. So sure enough, his first applicant is a guy with no arms. And Quasimodo says, hey, wait a minute. Here, look at this. And Quasimodo gets up there and grabs that big old rope and yanks on it, and bong, the bell rings. He says, now, how are you going to do that with no arms? And the guy says, well, I do it with my head. And Quasimodo says, with your head? And the guy says, yeah, watch this. And the guy gets back about 15 feet and runs full tilt into that bell. And thong! He just runs slap into it, face first. Thong! And Quasimodo said, holy jeez. And the guy comes back. He's bleeding a little bit, but he ain't hurt. And Quasimodo looks at him and says, you nuts. First of all, that's got to be painful. And second of all, it doesn't ring loud enough. And the guy says, oh, yeah? Well, watch this. And he runs back about 20 feet and runs into the bell. Boom! And this time his lips are all cut and his nose is broken. And it still doesn't really ring as loud as if you pulled a rope. And Quasimodo said, I'm sorry, buddy, but I really do need a guy with arms. I mean, we can't have you running into the bell. The guy said, oh, yeah? It's not loud. Watch this. And the guy runs back 30 feet, and he's running full tilt, really hauling butt. And finally, bang! He hits it with his face. And, yeah, but he loses his balance and falls next to the bell, through the bell tower, and down 300 feet to the ground. Splat! Yeah! Finally, a crowd gathers, and Quasimodo lights him a Camel and walks down there and wanders through the crowd as police and sirens are wailing. And somebody says to him, hey, you know who this guy is? And Quasi looks down and says, well, I can't remember his name, but his face sure rings a bell.